Hi there, my name is John Warnes, working for UNHCR's Innovation Service, and in this very short presentation, I'm going to talk a bit about our pilot project where we used WhatsApp and specifically the Turn.io platform to engage with refugee communities. UNHCR Innovation Service operates a digital inclusion program that takes a rights-based approach that it aims to ensure that forcibly displaced people around the world have the right and the choice to be part of a connected society. We do this through a number of different approaches, from building the capacity of our staff and partners through to research and advocacy to create more enabling policy environments, and undertaking a number of different pilot projects that span the spectrum of digital inclusion activities. These can include anything from using different types of private sector providers to provide connectivity, through to digital inclusion of people with disabilities, and specifically, as we're going to talk about today, using messaging apps, social media platforms for enhancing the way that humanitarian organizations engage with communities. This specific pilot, it was really spurred on by the advent of COVID-19. While there have been large amounts of digital transformation or the move towards digital services for a number of years in UNHCR, it was COVID-19 and demands that set out that really accelerated our approach and was the prime opportunity for us to then begin to use WhatsApp as a platform for engaging with communities. Why WhatsApp? Well, obviously that COVID-19 driver led to a lot of remote engagement, the need to do things not in a face-to-face mode where UNHCR had been very much traditionally doing that, but to use this channel. But not only this, why WhatsApp specifically? Well, it was articulated as a preference by community members themselves, and we believe that we really want to use the preferred and trusted channels of these community members when we're engaging. And if it's not the preferred and trusted channel, then we would probably opt to use something else. However, there are additional benefits to using a platform like WhatsApp as well, including the data privacy and protection features such as encrypted messaging that will help maintain privacy and safe and secure engagement with the community members, and also the opportunity for enhancing inclusivity using multimedia and other modalities. So in delivering this, we opted to work with Breakout Foundation and the Turn.io team to build out a tool that would allow us to extend this pilot and start out. We started with one line in one country. We took a country by country approach, and we built that out over to approximately, 16 lines as of current, with over 60,000 users across the different locations. Some of these locations were more challenging environments, including where there may be restrictions around SIM registration, or including things like sanctions. Anywhere from Ecuador to Sudan, we've aimed to leverage the platform to reach forcibly displaced communities in need. One of the benefits and one of the things we paid a lot of attention to was around the data protection dimensions, and took particular effort in establishing a system where these engagements were kept confidential, and the particular accommodation by the Turn.io team really meant that we could get the most out of the platform from a security and safety standpoint. Not only this, we use the automation functions within the platform to reduce the level of burden on UNHCR staff members to maintain, but critically, we did want to maintain in many contexts that human engagement to be able to escalate issues, flag concerns or sensitive content, to be able to address those. Naturally, data subject rights were a really critical point that we wanted to address as well, ensuring that people were giving their full consent when using the platform. What did we find? Well, through an evaluation that we undertook and that has been reiterated since the evaluation, we found that this was a really great opportunity for allowing staff to get closer to communities in days when humanitarian financing is less available perhaps than it were, and the needs are increasing. We are in a situation where we need to really value and prioritize staff time. And by leveraging the efficiencies of the Turn.io platform and WhatsApp as a tool for engagement, we were able to actually provide more time to our frontline staff, not only for engaging with these communities on the platform, but that would save them time to actually allow for them to undertake more face-to-face interactions for maybe those community members who are digitally excluded. Another thing we found was that risk was more than just data protection issues. It was immediately clear after we began using the platform that not only were we able to identify digital risks through the platform, whether this was rumors, misinformation, or others, but also identify scam accounts with people pretending to be UNHCR, whereas we, obviously, with our platform, we're able to have a blue tick to verify, or is it green tick? I verify the actual lines that we had running, that they were really from UNHCR. While there have been no critical incidents, we need to do more to plan for them. We've been very lucky in that we've not had any major incidents, and we really believe in the security of the platform. However, we know that these things can happen even with the most secure platforms, and also from human error. And we really want to establish better protocols and procedures for addressing these, to ensure that if there are any incidences, however unlikely they may be, that we can address them quickly, and make sure that communities' engagements with us are kept safe and secure. We understand that sometimes with the types of terms of service that we sign up to, particularly as humanitarian aid and development or social impact organizations with WhatsApp, that the terms of agreement can be a bit restrictive, particularly for an organization like UNHCR, which is the United Nations agency with privileges and immunities. This is obviously important to us because it allows us to safeguard the data of our person concerned from subpoena or requests from governments. And we had to work within these. I think there'll be opportunity perhaps for building closer relationships as a social impact community with WhatsApp through organizations like Turn.io to help in the longer run get better circumstances for all of us who are looking to use WhatsApp as a tool for social purposes. We found that investments in both time and money paid dividends. And what we mean by this really is that the platform itself and the time that we put into it actually allowed us to save time in other spaces and save resources in other spaces where perhaps we were using a more costly tool like a contact center or something. We were able to actually reduce those costs by using a platform like Turn.io that has automation functions, intelligent functions that can allow us to save time and effort of staff and other resources. Lastly, we learned that we needed to continue to build and iterate. And while the pilot was a good start, we needed to continue to test assumptions. We're continuing to do this to this day, and we've opened up new lines and new contexts, leading to new challenges with different use cases. Rather than simply just providing information, we're now undertaking more significant types of transactions with refugees to relating to identity or relating to other types of services that UNHCR is providing. And we want to continue exploring these safely and securely in a responsible way to make sure that we can build out the best services that we can possibly build.